Hey guys, Tony Gomez here, Keekster93. This is going to be the official review of my Peavey Classic VTX. If you want to hear me do a quick little demo of it, you can click right here or click the link in the description. And it's pretty much these settings, I don't really stray from this. It's just to kind of give you an idea of what it sounds like. And I'm only using the drive channel because I don't have a foot switch for the clean, and I'm using a full tone OCD version 4 to demo it. So, anyways, without further ado, here's the review. Okay, so the Peavey Classic, it is a hybrid amp. It's 65 watts. It's tube powered with a solid state preamp. These were made in the 80s, I believe. Peavey made the VT series, which was, those were made in the 70s. And let's just kind of go into it. You got high and low gain inputs. Here's your lead channel, push, pull, pod, saturation, how much dirt you want, post, and for the normal, you've got push, pull for the bright. EQ, you've got low, mid, high, and then you got pull thick, which if you want just a little more thickness to it, you can just pull the knob. And then you got presence, which this is all pretty, like, we all know what this stuff does. I don't have to explain it to you. Phase, it's got a built-in phaser, which is really cool. I like to set mine like right around there and have it real subtle. I don't like phase, but goddamn if this amp didn't help me like it. It doesn't really even sound like phase when you use it real subtly. It kind of sounds like almost like a makeshift Leslie or like a vibe pedal, Now once you start kind of getting into here, and then it really does start to sound like a phase. But you set the depth real low and it sounds like a real cool like univibe type pedal. And the cool thing about the phase is well, you don't need a pedal to use it. You can just use it whatever. If you want it off completely, you just do that. But if you have the range all the way down, you can play with the depth and actually set almost kind of like a cocked wah-wah pedal. Well, this is kind of like a cocked phase pedal, It's kind of like you can set the phase however you want, So right around here, it's going to be real loud and obnoxious, And down here, it's going to be subdued. So it's kind of like, you're kind of like going through the phase manually, So that's really cool. And then you got your reverb. And as you'll see in the demo, yeah, it works. Because I had it around here and it was like Dick Dale territory, so I kind of backed it off. So yeah, I mean, you got reverb for days, man. Very lush, very nice sounding, and it's a spring reverb. So okay, well, I was trying to shake it so you can hear the springs, but yeah, very good spring reverb on it. It's not digital. What else we got? We got status, power. We've got high power, standby, low power, on, off, all that stuff, yada yada. Let me show you the back. Alright, so here's the back of the amp. It has the original Scorpion speakers in them. Right there, you can see that. And let's see what we got in the back. We got the fuse. We've got a ground polarity switch, so, if you got some hum, you can take care of that. Got your speaker cables, 4 ohm minimum. I don't know what you would use this for. Somebody let me know. And you've got sort of like a little schematic right here. Foot switch, in and out for power amp, preamp. And yeah. There's your transformers. Very cool. There's the tubes, two 6L6s. Again, it's a 65 watt amp. I prefer a hybrid amp that has tube powered as opposed to just solid state. Most people would like the tube preamp because they want the tone of the tubes. But man, I'd rather be able to cut through the mix. This, as you'll see in the demo, it's loud. It is so fucking loud. These speakers help that. I think these Scorpions are rated at like what, 101, 102 on the dB sensitivity. So very efficient, very, very, very loud. Yeah, that's about it. Here's the reverb tank in here. Let me just show you that. So, it's missing the cover on it, but I'll get it later. So there's the amp. You probably noticed that these are not silver or white like they're supposed to be. Well, that's because some jackass thought it would be a good idea to paint them black, and they also painted the chassis braces black also. Yeah. But I mean, there you go. What would I rate this amp? Out of 10, you know, I'd give it about a 7, you know. Put a good overdrive or distortion pedal and, you know, it's a good 7.5. I mean, this amp really is built tough. I mean, this Tolex right here, the vinyl, I'm trying to, I mean, that is just ridiculously just thick stuff, you know. That's like Fenders except on steroids, and you got these nice chrome corners on every corner. The Scorpion speakers, it's heavy. It's real heavy. Well, not that heavy. It's about 60 something pounds. Oh, my light just died on me. Thanks, clouds. But you know, if you are looking for a sort of a budget amplifier, look at one of these. You know, look at one of these, or like, oh, perfect, Peavey Bandit. I'm sure you've heard of that amp. You know, something like a Peavey Bandit, or one of these, or like a Heritage from the VTX series, or amps from the VT series. You know, those are kind of getting up in price, but still pretty attainable. I guarantee you, these Peavey amps are gonna be way better built than anything you're gonna go in and buy at Guitar Center or Sam Ash for the same price, guarantee. They're just they're built like tanks. Okay, that's a cliche, but it's true. How does it sound? You know, the sound is decent. It's a very you can live with the tone, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing, like, oh well, I can live with it. I mean, it you know, it is what it is. You either with these amps, you either love them or you hate them. I really have yet to see people who are lukewarm about them, except probably me. I like them, you know. If someone invited me out to play and they said, hey, don't bring an amp, I got one. Hey, okay, what kind of amp you got? Oh, you know, it's an old Peavey from the 70s. Okay, cool. You know, I'll be there because I know they'll work, you know. And even if they don't really sound that great by themselves, you know, you put a good pedal in front of them, man, you got tone for days. And another thing, the Scorpion speakers, they're all right. I plugged this into a separate 212 cabinet, and they just ate these speakers for lunch. Also, Scorpion speakers, people either love them or they hate them. There's no in between with the Scorpion speakers, but or Sheffields or anything like that. Actually, I think I prefer the Sheffield speakers. But anyway, yeah, I mean, good amp. If you want something that's just, you don't have to worry about, you're on a budget, look at one of these, man, or any one of these old Peavey amps from the 70s or 80s. Hell, maybe even 90s. You know, they're great, great, great. And they won't break down on you. And if they do, they're easily fixed. So, anyways, there's sort of my review on it. And talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.